50-foot swath, heavy second cut grass at 12 kilometres an hour.
I know.
Jobs are good.
Aye. We're winning.
Gentlemen, hello and welcome along to another customer review from Land Power TV, and I think it is fair to say we are definitely talking high capacity self-propelled forager outfits today. So I'm out with RG Contracting based near Port William, and they run a pair of Krone BigX self-propelled foragers. Now they've had an 1180 for a while, and this season they got the brand new from Krone, the new 980 model, which we will have a look later on in the episode in a lot more detail. But for now, I am joined by the main man himself, the gaffer, the boss man of RG Contracting, Mr. Russell Gore. So to kick off, Russell, I mean, just explain your business a little bit for us.
We sort of got going back in 1994. Started off with a Rico Mangelli Rico 40 chopper. We ran that just for one season, for a year, and by that time we'd realised, yeah, we're not going to be able to cope with the workload we have.
Right.
So I bought my first self-propelled, which was a class 820, and it's just all, well, from then on it's just expanded quite rapidly, and we went to Krone about 7 years ago, and to be quite honest, we're very happy with what we've got just now, and it's going well, to be honest. Yeah.
So when you first went to Krone, what was it that sort of made you go that way? What was it about them that sort of attracted you to them?
To be honest, I wasn't too much brand led. I was just what the best deal at the time and what was going to suit us better. So we had a chance of starting to get into a little bit of AD work. We started that off with some energy beet that we're harvesting up in Angus, which is a fair bit away from us, but it was just a rung in a ladder to get into a bit more work.
Yeah.
And we'd done a research into what Krone were doing in terms of their chopping cylinder to get that chop length we required, and they were just that wee bit ahead of the competition, and it was the right deal for us at the time. So we went to them, we thought we'll give it a go, and fair play to them, it was the right choice at the time, definitely. Yeah. And well, as you see, we're quite high horsepower led, and you get a season like we're having this year. We're into a full sense of security with 6 weeks of brilliant weather at the start of the campaign, to the extent that most folk were looking for rain, but unfortunately when the rain did come, I don't think we've had 3 dry days in a row since. So
right.
when folk are wanting to go to it, we have the capacity to, you know, muck in and get on with it and get it done. So forager wise, we'll roughly be, if you include the rye harvest we do, etc., we must be around about 17,000 acre mark.
Right.
And just silage is the main body of that.
Yeah.
Don't do any maize at all. We're not an arable area. We're very much, as you've probably seen driving about, we're a grassland area.
Yeah.
A lot of dairy herds, a lot of dairy cows, big milk producing area obviously. When we're doing the forage, rye, when you're chopping it down to 5mm, 4mm, whatever, the more horsepower you can throw into that, yeah, the better you're going to get on.
And then just going back to sort of like your customer types,
Yeah.
I would imagine that especially when you're chopping silage around this area, it must vary quite a lot, because you'll go from those dairy boys that some of them will be multi-cut, you'll be doing 2, 3, 4 cuts for them, and will there be some beef guys thrown in as well, maybe the 1 cuts as well, just for good measure?
Yep, we've got guys that do up to 5 cuts, and as you say, we've got the beef boys that will just have finished some of their first cuts just in the last week or so. So
right,
and that's meaty stuff to get through, I can tell you.
Again, horsepower comes into play at that point.
No bother, but the one stumbling block you'll have with all the power and everything is silage pits. You know, you've got to have good big silage pits, good access, room for these machines to work, the loading shovels on the pit, etc. Big trailers to tip, good exits. If you get all that going together, you know, a single forager, we've done over 300 acres in a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
And so, when beforehand, if we did 150 acres in a day, we were punching. We're thinking, this is the business. But now you're like, well, we've got that window of weather. We can go in there and come away with a result.
And in the rye, have you any idea sort of tonnage per hour?
Yeah. Generally, we'll average, I would say, 230, 240 tons an hour. You go up to, depending on the header and what the header is your limiting factor just now.
Right.
The forager will outperform the header.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at some of the crops 25, 28 tons to the acre.
Right.
So it's huge volume and bulk.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go up to 300 tons an hour. We had a wee trial with a maize header, a 14-row maize header, and we were getting up to just short of 400 tons an hour when it was in the front of this. Just with what it could pull in.
And what would you say are some of its standout features
of this machine?
Yeah.
The feed. The feed is great on it. You can just keep knocking it into it. There's a lot of folk going about the 6 feed rollers and how it just sets the grass going into the cylinder far more uniform. And you just get that better consistent chop. There's just no getting away from it. We've had all the other competition. I've tried them, but no, if you're wanting that consistent 5mm chop for chopping rye, or even just a consistent 15mm in grass or whatever,
yeah,
you'll no go past this. I don't think yet. Anyway.